Good evening, hockey fans, and it is time to unveil the AAU Women's Division One National Tournament teams. Four universities will punch their ticket to Jacksonville in the final four of this competition. But before we get to those four squads, before we talk about those four schools, I need to talk to my left-hand man, my consigliere, mon frere from another mare. That's French en français for brother from another mother, Lucas Jones. Lucas, welcome into the National Championship Reveal Show for AAU Women's Division One.
Thanks, Dan. And this is awesome. I'm so excited to be able to once again talk about AAU hockey as we get ready for another fantastic tournament that the AAU is going to be put on here. Women's hockey continues to grow across the country, across the world. And it starts, of course, with our youth and our junior programs. And then you talk about college hockey, of which the AAU is a part. And it's so great to see the growth in the women's game here. And some incredible talent is going to be on display in Jacksonville when the four teams finally arrive.
Lucas Jones, as a Siren season ticket holder yourself up there in the New Jersey area, just talk about kind of your relationship to the game and how you've gotten a chance to watch this great game grow for not just men, not just boys at the younger levels, but now for girls and women on the other side of the game as well.
Well, I mean, Dan, you and I were kind of tracking the merger of the women's game, the two professional leagues when it happened, and we were all wondering what would come out on the other side of it. Well, what came out on the other side of it is a very strong league and a really strong fan experience. Bought season tickets to the Sirens at the Prudential Center when they went on sale. But to be a Sirens fan is awesome. To get to experience the energy at the Prudential Center, not just that the home fans bring, but that the away fans also bring. Dan, I was a fan of a New York team yelling at a Boston team. It was great. That's the energy I try to bring to sports whenever I attend.
And I will continue to yell at the collegiate level. There's never enough hockey playing opportunity. And the AAU is creating playing opportunities for women throughout the country right now. You've got two incredible conferences in this Division One level. We go to College Hockey South, and our first nationals participant, roll tide, baby, the University of Alabama.
Yeah, I mean, for the University of Alabama, they find themselves in a pretty good position here. I mean, Alabama is an athletic school, I think, at heart. We've certainly seen that up and down their roster of athletics at that school. But for the University of Alabama, coming from College Hockey South, they've got a lot of experience playing some very good hockey, and they're going to have to be at the top of their game come tourney time.
Yeah, I'm trying to be at the top of my game. I got my throat coat tee going right now, Lucas. The,
Ooh.
the the vocals, man. We've been working a lot lately. Okay, the vocals are trying to keep up with us. But I'll tell you what, this is a University of Alabama team that has played well all season long, like you talked about. We'll talk about this opponent, a team they've seen twice that will join them in the national tournament. How about the University of Tampa? A school just a stone's throw away from the back wall here of Dan K Show Studios South here in Florida. U Tampa comes into this one with their sights set on a national title ring.
It's interesting because where you have University of Tampa coming in with 18 points in the season, a 9-1 record, to the University of Alabama's 26 points, a 13-2 record, the University of Tampa, a fifth plus 54 goal differential, Dan, not on the back of their offense as much as it is on the back of their defense.
And remember, these two teams saw each other twice this season already. The University of Alabama and U Tampa, they split that season series. Game one came on November 6th. Bama losing 4-2 in that one. The big story was Molly Braga, who had a hattie, went hat trick in that one. The natural hat trick, not just the natural hat trick, but a natural hat trick to win the game because they were down when the Natty Hattie started. She ended up winning that one for them. Then you go later in the year, a very recent matchup, just 9 days ago. The University of Alabama, led by Natalie Coots in net, who got the win between the pipes, a 3-2 redemption victory. The Bob Marley win, the redemption song, Lucas. And in that one, the game-winning goal was scored by Morgan Gersbowski, who got the game winner to put him over the edge, 3-2.
Well, and they are guaranteed to see each other again here with the pool play format, Dan. So, it'll be kind of a toss up from past results, but you almost feel like you lean towards a netminder that has been on top of their game. And you talk recently about that last 9-day performance. Could we see a lot of pressure heaped on that netminder? I think we might.
Well, what'll take some pressure off the netminder on Alabama's side is the top point getter in all the land, Claire Carson of the University of Alabama. In 15 games this year, she had 30 goals, 17 assists. Two of those goals coming shorthanded. She kills penalties too for this side. She's had an incredible year, joined by Samantha Lance, who in 15 games has 29 points with 21 goals and 8 assists. This has been a really fun University of Alabama team to watch. Molly Braga, who we just talked about, had that hat trick earlier this year against Bama. She had 14 goals and 8 assists in 10 games played, 22 total points for her. You talk about Ava Johnson with this side of U Tampa, 9 goals, 7 assists, 16 points. Both of these teams, they can get scoring throughout. Both of these teams excited to punch the ticket. The Nationals, congratulations to those in College Hockey South.
And Dan, I know two teams from the upstate New York Collegiate Hockey League that are excited to be joining Tampa and Alabama. The first one we got to introduce here is the #1 overall seed. It's Syracuse University. Syracuse University with a 1.00 points percentage. That is absolute perfection. The perfect season secured. In 16 games played, they've only given up 18 goals, which is absolutely insane considering they've scored over the century mark in those 16 games. Good for a goal differential of plus 83. Syracuse University punching their ticket by way of an 8-1 victory over Binghamton this past weekend and a 6-1 victory over Springfield, giving them access to that #1 seed. Syracuse University is an offensive juggernaut that has deserved this #1 seed. And when you look at Tampa and Alabama coming from a high-flying conference, they could be a little bit nervous having to stare down Orange. And Dan, joining Syracuse University from the upstate New York Collegiate Hockey League, it's Springfield College. Springfield College this year, a .577 points percentage and a +5 goal differential. So this is a Springfield College team that is used to playing close games against tough opponents. 45 goals scored in 13 games this season, 40 goals given up. Springfield College punches their ticket by way of a 6-2 victory over Paul Smith's College this past weekend. As we mentioned, they dropped a game to Syracuse 6-1 on Saturday, February 22nd. But I think for Springfield College, they've got the depth to be able to compete in this pool play scenario. This is going to be a single pool. The results are going to seed that championship bout.
Yeah, Leah Landry for this Syracuse side, 14 goals, 10 assists, 24 points. Neve Padulo, 11 goals, 12 assists, 23 points. That's in 12 games played for Neve, 13 games played for Leah. These two can score it in bunches. You add to it Ivy Dietrich, who's got 13, 8, and 21. Syracuse just scores from everywhere. Hannah O'Dowd, Amanda Wheeler, Juliana Bucci. This is 6 different skaters in the top 34 overall in the country in point getting. It just doesn't stop. On the other side, Springfield with a gal like Bailey McDevitt, who's got 11 and 3 on the year for 14 points. Someone to watch out for, a highlighter player this weekend for Springfield. And stay tuned in the coming days and weeks for the Dan K Show's coverage of these events of the AAU Women's Division I National Championship, as well as the AAU Division 1, 2, and 3 men's national championships, all happening in Jacksonville, all happening in Florida. And Lucas, can you say Duval for me? I don't know if you've heard Coach Liam try to say it down in Jacksonville. Can you say it correctly?
I don't
Don't
know if
say
I
Duval.
Duval. I think it's you really need to not just elevate your voice, but your entire
Duval.
body. Duval.
It's Duval. Duval. Got to get it right, guys and gals. We can't wait to see everyone down at Nationals participate in the coverage. Reach out to us at @the_Dan K Show. Follow us at @the_Dan K Show. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it. TikTok as well. It's at @the_Dan K Show. We want to talk to you. We want to hear your picks for the national title. You're going to win it all, and you just know it. Let us know. Let us know now so we know who to pick when we start making our selections come title time. We can't wait. We hope you enjoyed watching. You can also go to dankshow.com to follow along with the most watched show in all of hockey.